How's it going, everyone? In the wake of Charlie Kirk's death, I want to talk about what Charlie Kirk has taught me over these last couple of days after his passing. If you know of me locally, if you know me personally, if you know me from, if this is the first time you meeting me, you're about to get to know the real me real quick. The the multiple faces that I wear for people to make them feel comfortable within themselves, because for a long time I used to downplay myself because I can actually feel people's energy. I can feel people's thoughts. I can do all these things. And I wanted everyone to be happy and comfortable. So let's get to it. Ever since I can remember, everyone, and I do mean everyone, had an opinion of who I should be. Even born. I was born with a picture of my dad's family's business, a blanket laying over top of me, and I was the golden child. I was the one that was supposed to make the business go to the next level. So I was taught about business 10, 11. I knew all this stuff. And that was my parents' projection. And then my friends' projections, I need to be this big diesel guy, and then more projections and more projections. And I kind of got lost in everyone's projections of who I am. But God is good, and when he has a purpose for you, he will remove everything in your life so you can focus on your purpose. And that's what happened over me. I lost both my parents, and I've just been discovering who Josh is. And I went on a journey for a long time. And when I saw Charlie Kirk, he was so unapologetic of who he was, just his conviction and his voice. But he was never, in my opinion, he was never aggressive. He was just, this is this and this is that. And that's kind of how I am. And he speak the truth. And I was always afraid to be my authentic self in the sense around the world. There are people I am authentic with, and then there's people that I don't. And I went through years discovering who I was. What are my beliefs? What makes me tick? What do I love? What's my passion? And like I said, God is good, and I found it. I found it in healing people. I have gifts. I can feel people's emotions. I can actually get to the point where if someone's lying to me, I can actually feel the energy of them making up the lie before they actually tell me. And these gifts help me heal people. I've always been a healer. I've always been someone that stands up for right and wrong, even at the cost of me looking bad. I am a person who is godlike, Christ-like, but also spiritual. I do not think they're separated. I believe, actually, I take that back. I don't believe in God. I know there's a God. I've seen things, I've heard things, I've felt angel wings save me. Fun fact, I've seen darkness, looked it in the eye, 100%. And a lot of these things I haven't spoken because I was afraid. I was afraid if I start speaking this level of truth that I would get ostracized. But then God, he pulled everyone away from me and said, how does that feel now? And I was still strong, and I was still noble. And that's the person I am. I am noble. I will always do what's right. I will always do what's right. And in that sense, I've come to the conclusion of my business that I'm a human connection expert. I know how people connect. I know the things that you don't say. I read between the lines. And that's why I'm stating without 100%, if you are going through traumas or triggers, I can help you. I can help you get through all this and live a happy whole life. And that's my truth. I've done it myself. I am unshakable now. The 10, 15 years I went through of pure hell made me this strong. And for a long time, I didn't want to be a leader. Leadership got thrown on me so much that I didn't want it. I like sitting back of the bus, watching everyone do their thing, and just being like, that's crazy or that's not. And I didn't want to be a leader. But deep down, I knew God was going to eventually push me to be a leader. And now I'm a leader. And now, why I'm telling you all this is because there's a lot of people right now that need to step up in their truth. We lost someone good, and now we have to pick up the slack. And there's a lot of anger right now. Tons of anger. Oh my gosh, so much anger. And I tried to make a video about this yesterday. And this is one of those things that God is always helping you, not hurting you. And I tried to make this video. And I was talking about something deep within my family. And I am going to make that video again. But for whatever reason, it was just not working. And because I'm stubborn, I'm determined, I still made the video anyway. And yet, as soon as I made the video, I had to go do something and I couldn't edit it. And then something told me again, don't post that video right now. It's not right. The climate's not right. They're not going to hear you. And I said, okay. And I decided to make this video instead. Coming out party, if you will. I remember on my purpose when I realized that I wanted to heal people and help them grow and help triggers and be happy and whole, that there's a lot of people out there that just don't give a shit about you. I give a shit about you. I love you. And I want you to live the best life whole. And I prayed about it. And I was very upset because I've been doing this for a little while now, and I don't get crazy hits or the algorithm, and then I try to be like Tony Robinson, and I try to do all these things, and God stopped me and said, stop. Literally, heard it. Stop. And he said to me, you worry about the people that can hear you, and I'll worry about the people that can't. And ever since then, I have not looked back in my purpose. I want to be on stage. I want to do a TED Talk. I want to reach as many people as I can, to heal as many people as I can before I die. I watched a video, and you can look this up, and this is one of the biggest things that moved me when I was younger. It was always down there. It was a guy that saved countless lives in the Holocaust. He smuggled them through his house and saved, I think it was like 2,400, 1,200, something like that. Anyway, he was receiving an award. And he sat down in the gym, big gym, and everyone sits down, and the guy that's giving him an award, said, everyone that has been directly affected by this person, please stand up now. Everyone in that gym stand up. Generations of generations that he helped save. And I was like, wow, that's what I want to look like when I die. When I'm on my deathbed, I want to think that I have helped millions of people live better lives, because that ripple will last forever. And that is what my legacy wants to be. That's who I am. I know this is where I need to be. I know these words I'm speaking to you, the right people will hear it. And I know in my heart with God that he will use me in the best way possible, in the best light possible. And that's what I learned from Charlie Kirk. I learned that it's not always easy, but you have to stay firm in who you are. And that's what I'm doing. I'm staying firm in who I am. If you want to find out who you truly are, if you want to get rid of all the toxicity within yourself, if you want to live a happy, full, unshakable life, being who you are, email me, DM me, link. I can help. I know I can help because I've done it for me, and I've done it for people all my life. I want us to come back to the middle, but after seeing so much stuff, I realize that only people that are ready to hear my voice will hear it. So if that's one of you, hi, I'm Josh, and I like to help you. And this journey that you're about to embark on with me, I will be brutally honest. It's not going to be easy, but it'll be so worth it. It'll be so worth it. You are going to have highs of highs and lows of lows, and we have to do that so we can dig up what's happening with you, because that's what you have to do. Because truth is not supposed to be easy. Truth is not supposed to be truth is hard. Truth is very hard. And for you to grow as a person, the first step of getting out of all the toxicity and everything, I'm going to give you step one, is taking accountability for yourself. You got here because of your decisions, no one else's. But here's the good thing. You can get yourself out of it once you empower yourself. There you go. That's step one, taking accountability. So, moving forward with my content, it will be stories about my life. They will be 100% true. They might even be uncomfortable if you know me personally, but I will not lie. And I will show you how God, universe, is always serving you. Never, never not serving you. It's always serving you. Even at the worst moment of your life, I can prove that it was serving you. You just got to see it. And when I've been on my journey, I was moving and growing, and I was in a place of really happiness. And it's funny because I had gone through so much that when I had this moment of pure happiness, I just cried because I didn't know how to express it emotionally. And I felt God's presence, and He said, I'm not done. And it was like I was looking at a painting real close, and God said no and pulled me back. And when He pulled me back, my entire life was like a painting, a beautiful painting of struggle and triumphs. And then I knew that it was always serving me. It's always serving you. You just have to see it. So I think this one's gone long enough. I have a lot more material coming out and stuff like this. Links in the bio. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Uh, if you're ready for healing, and I'm talking you want a big change in your life, DM me. Links are in the bio. Reach out. Even if you just want a conversation. And if you do reach out, we can have a conversation. Now, if you can tell if you've made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. Please share with people. The more people that hear my voice, the more people I get to help. So please do that for me. Do that for them. Do that for yourself. Until the next time, to the next version of you, I will see you next time. Have a good one.